Hey everybody, it's XEspmasterX. Welcome back to another episode of ChoroQ. Last episode I won the June, well not the last episode, but last session I won the June Grand Prix. Now there's only one more which I can do right now, and that's August. Actually I've learned quite a bit since the last recording session, which I'll be talking about as we get into the races. Let's see here. And yes, I am going to have to do this final one because I'm already locked into it, so deal with it. You know, let's be a motorcycle just to be different. Oh gosh, that looks ridiculous with all that stuff on it. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, this setup will be fine for now. I'll have to adjust it for whatever the first course is. I really just wanted to change my body. Alright, so I'll be talking about my plans as we get into this. Let's see, racing tires. I think we're good with this setup. I think this one might have a water in it, so I'll put on the propeller just to be on the safe side. Let's see here. No, this is a town resort small. I don't think this one has any water in it. Okay. So never mind. So I don't remember if I've ever actually done this particular Grand Prix before. I don't, there's one of them which I had done. I don't remember if it was this one or June. So anyway, gosh, this is so silly. Look at that, the bumper that doesn't even fit onto it. Oh my goodness. This is my turning animation. That's gonna throw me off. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't think it actually controls differently. It just looks so weird that that's throwing me off. Alright. Gosh. Okay, so I have recently learned that I didn't really need to be winning every single one of these Grand Prix, and that the final Grand Prix is more unlocked by doing events. So, and I think I know generally how to unlock it as well as the lab now. I've been having a long talk with Luna Hydreigon, who, as you know, runs the ChoroQ Discord server, runs the wiki, I'm pretty sure, and just kind of knows a lot about the game. At least a lot more than most people, because it's kind of an enigmatic game. And a lot of the stuff was stuff that she said in comments a long time ago, but it had gotten lost somehow, or like I forgot about them. But now I know what my true purpose is. But yes, even though I don't technically need to be doing this Grand Prix right now, I do need to be doing it because I already got myself locked into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it and finish my objective anyway. Alright, so far this isn't going too badly, although I'm sure I'll find a way to mess it up soon. Actually, this thing, I feel like this thing actually does turn sharper than the regular cars do. I mean, look at, like, does it actually change the controls? That's kind of weird. Like, I wouldn't expect that to be a game mechanic. Guess I'll have to do a side-by-side comparison. Alright, come on. So yeah, I'll be explaining more about how to unlock that stuff after I get out of this Grand Prix. So for now, my usual nonsense. Yeah, okay. I didn't really have anything planned to talk about. I guess I should. I talked about this in an earlier session, so I guess I'll sort of touch upon it again. Which is, in an earlier session, I kind of like was like talking bad about Toy Story 4 and how I didn't want to see it. Well, I'm actually going to see it tomorrow. The movie came out and it's gotten incredible reviews. So, I don't know, I'm curious. I'm gonna go see it. And I've been preparing for this by rewatching all the other 3 movies. Yesterday, oh gosh. Yesterday I rewatched Toy Stories 1 and 2. And I gotta say, Toy Story 1 was like... I think it'd been a long time since I seen that movie, and I kind of slipped from my memory. But it still, like, holds up really well. I mean, not the animation. The animation is a little bit dated. But the story holds up really well. And Toy Story 2 is the one which I loved more as a child, so I kind of memorized all the beats of that movie, and I remember just how utterly fascinated I was by it. Some of the scenes in that, like, especially the one where Woody's being cleaned. I guess, I used to kind of consider 2 to be, like, the superior one, but after rewatching both of them in a short span like that, I think they're probably about equal. I think I wasn't giving the first one enough credit. And 2 does have, like, some weird pacing stuff, which is only really nitpicky problems. what I really like about 2 is how sort of deeply like, some of the deep emotional issues it, sort of builds upon from the first one. It kind of, I don't know, it's just, it does something, it's not afraid to go places that are really kind of like, I guess, dark, as in Castle in the Dark. And oh boy, it's the long course, so let's, wish me luck. Okay, another update, and one I don't want to have to make, about Hot Wheels Velocity X bonus content, which is that I have no clue when it's coming out. Look, I have zero way of recording that right now. My PlayStation 2 won't play the game. My PlayStation 3 is broken. And Haley's PlayStation 3 is a newer model that does not play PlayStation 2 games, so I can't use that. And I don't know of any easy way to actually get access to something that can play it. So, yeah, and pretty much, I'm gonna call that, not canceled, but, I guess, what's the word? On hold? I guess that would be it. Okay, so this is only the second time I've raced on this course. The first time, I remember very vividly, because there's a certain set piece in this level which is many users have found frightening. And I think I found it frightening too. Alright, but let's see if we can pull through this. The long courses are always the ones that give me trouble. As you remember from... Oh god, what the heck? See, that wasn't my fault. You saw that. That wasn't my fault. But anyways, Seaside Paradise gave me a ton of trouble, and I think Jurassic Road is actually even harder. Like, I didn't think that was possible, but it was. Because Seaside Paradise at least got better as I became more familiar with the course. Whereas Jurassic Road, that stage is just blah, evil. Like, there's like nothing you can do. It just... I posted about this on the ChoroQ Discord, and like people seem to agree with me that like that stage is just like a nightmare to drive in, and there's like memorizing the layout and stuff won't even really help you because there's so many like little bumps that will throw you off. Oh my gosh, what the heck is happening? Alright, I think I'm gonna have to change back to a car if this keeps up, because this is just not sitting well with me. Also, I'm on the first lap and look how low my tires are. Like, what the heck? Nevertheless, it seems as if the gap has not become wide enough to where I can't catch up. So that's good. Alright, let's see here. What was I talking about? Toy Story? Okay, I don't really have anything else to say about that right now. I won't go into my thoughts on it once I actually see it. But for now, let's talk about something not movie related. Oh yeah, there's something sad I can talk about, I plan on doing like an intro that goes over just a teensy bit, but okay, this is the part that screwed me up last time, so let's take it very carefully. Okay, when you see the pyramid, just... What the heck? I was completely off the gas, and I still spun out. That's not fair. This game, man, it's gonna kill me. But anyways, some of you who have been watching this series from the very beginning may remember that I had a cat named Hunter who would sometimes pester me while I was recording, and a couple weeks ago he passed away, and this saddens me greatly because hello. Alright, bye Nebo. Have fun. I don't know. Just doing whatever you're doing. Anyways, but it saddens me for personal reasons, but I just thought, since he was a part of this Let's Play, I should mention it here as well. He lived a very long life. The vet says he was a week away from 20 years old. Whenever my mom and sister brought him in. And, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to get too depressing here, so I'll leave it at that. And I probably did mention this. The other cat I had at the time, Xena, passed away many years ago, so... Anyways, let's get on to a happier subject, I guess. Spider-Man! No, not actually Spider-Man. Although I did have Spider-Man was in my dream last night. Oddly enough. I don't really know how to explain it without explaining a lot of other things. I mean, my dreams are hard enough to explain when there's no, like, supplementary material you need to fully understand what's going on. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll give you, like, the extremely simplified version of events, which is basically Spider-Man was trying to do some sort of mission, and then he failed it and ended up getting locked into a chamber of radioactive material. And, however, if you know Spider-Man's origin story, he was given his powers by a radioactive spider, and this And while the radioactive chamber dissolved his body, it actually allowed him to transcend to like a higher plane and become like a angelic being who was like not confined to the three-dimensional world. And so he actually became a lot more powerful and was able to like trick his enemies by using illusions. So that was actually kind of a good thing. And then I had a different dream, which is like this weird section about. Okay, come on. I'm getting a little bit too wrapped up here and not focusing on attacking the turn, as Norhike says. Attacking the turn. I'll say it again. Alright, be careful through this section because it's pretty finicky. And then the other part of the dream, which I had after I woke up and went back to sleep, which happens to me a lot, was just there's the party, and this teenage girl was throwing a party to impress like a different teenage girl, and then she was like bragging about how fancy it was because her family was rich, and the other girl was like, yeah, I don't care, and then walked away in the middle of her speech. So that was pretty awesome, I guess. I don't know, it was supposed to be awesome at least. So that was interesting. Alright, so this race is going interestingly so far. Luckily, this course actually isn't that bad, to me at least. And I like how you have a propeller even though there's no water on the stage. Which, once again, is probably what a normal person would do. And then this bridge we're on just falls down and then we all die. The end. I've received comments on my videos that have alleged that Barrett is actually dead and that he's been dead for the whole Let's Play. But I don't think that's actually true. Although, if he was, that would be kind of hilarious. Because it's like, I've been spending like the past like 20 years trying to like find him, like, oh, where's Barrett? I'll check his house again. Nope, he's still not there. I'll check the hospital again. And then like, if he was actually dead, if he's actually been like dead since like part 20, it would be really funny because it's like, I don't know, I'd be like the little kid who doesn't understand the concept of death, and I've suddenly made things depressing again, so I'm gonna stop. Manwan. This Let's Play is never gonna be the same again. Now that I've brought in, like, darker themes in my videos, there's just, it's gonna be like cerebral syndrome. I'm not gonna be able to be funny anymore. Alright, let's see here. This actually does kind of make it, the exaggerated tilting does kind of like help me steer a little bit once I get used to it. So that's nice. Alright, final pit stop. Let's do this. I am at least close to first place, so I should be able to pull off at least like, once again, it's the long course, so this is the one where I've decided if I don't get first place in it, it'll probably be fine. Oh, no. Okay. Whew. That was close. Ha, you suck. Alright, I just need to not do anything else like that, and I should have this race in the bag. Except there's currently like 3 people who are trying to like, choo-choo, up your butt we go, as Doorman would put it. I also rewatched some of the, not super old, but like, I watched the 2017 era stuff again. Yeah, this Let's Play's been going on so long that it has eras. Hopefully this is the era in which I finish the game. Because yes, I am going to finish the game, don't worry. Alright, come on, I can catch up with these guys. Get out of my way. I have the superior speed because of my taxi cab. And then I just pause the video and I play the entire song titled Taxi Cab here. And then I get another copyright strike from Warner Bros. Because I don't think I've mentioned this in a video, but part 51 of this walkthrough was actually blocked in most countries because I included, oh my goodness, the intro gag, which had an edited version of a small portion of the music video for Jumpsuit by 21 Pilots, and Warner Music Group copyrighted after a couple weeks after it had come out. And so I had to re-upload that without the intro gag, which is a shame because I really liked how that turned out. If anyone like wants to see it, I'll like Dropbox it to you or something. Just let me know. Okay, oh crap, oh crap. This is it, this is the end. Can I get first? Come on. Oh yes, I did it. That was so stupid. But I have superior top speed to the other people here, so... That's like, in the Harry Potter series, every single Quidditch match is won by, like, the other person sees to snitch, and then Harry, like, has the best, because he has a firebolt, which is faster than the other person's broom, he ends up catching it anyway. That's basically exactly what just happened there. Although Anya was not far behind me. Sylva's team is right on our tail. Alright, let's see here. Trans trip. That reminds me, part of the dream I had last night was, let's see here, is there anything I need for this? Maybe the antenna, but that's about it. Wow, that decreased my top speed by a lot. You know what? I think I'm just gonna risk it. Because the top speed just, like, got me out of a bind there. And I don't think there's that many UFOs in the short course. I think they're mainly confined to the medium course. Or is it the long course? Or is it the bagel? That wasn't really a great impression of what I was referencing. It was like, or is it the bagel? Oh wait, no. Trans Trip isn't even the one that has, the UFOs. I was thinking, wow, now I'm really glad that I kept my taxi cab light. But anyways, another part of the dream I had last night was, I was watching, like, I don't know what the context behind this was, so whatever. But I was watching, like, these deleted scenes from the Avengers Age of Ultron, in which, it was like an edited version of that scene where Thor and Dr. Selvig go and, like, discover the secrets to the Infinity Stones. I don't really know what was happening. That's one of the problems with the movie. It was that it was kind of vague as to what Thor was actually up to. But, like, basically, in the versions of these scenes I saw in the dream, it revealed that like Thor was actually like a transgendered man. So that was interesting. I mean, why not? He's oh gosh. He is as as some people in the MCU put it, he is a lowercase g god. And I'm pretty sure in the comics, Loki can just like change his form to be anything he wants. So it's not that big of a stretch. Alright, I'm gonna go for the pit stop here. Very slowly now. Oh geez, that rainbow floor is like... It's giving me like epilepsy. And then I offend people who have epilepsy by appropriating them. I can't even... Oh god, oh my goodness! What in the world was that? Man, this game, I'm never gonna understand this game's physics. It's just a mystery. Wow! Alright, I'm not doing so hot right now because I've been so focused on like... I don't know, I don't even know what I've been focused on. Doing that. Except I somehow climbed 2 places while doing that, so I'm not gonna complain. Alright, I just need to get good. Luckily, there's 3 of my adversaries right there, so if I pass them, I'll be in 2nd. Which will be significantly better than being in 5th. You see, that's how numbers work. Okay, no, this actually is kind of not going so well. But also, it's a short course, so I might be able to make up the distance quicker. I don't know, that logic doesn't really make any sense. Pit stop, let's go. And I somehow pass 2 of them as I go through the pit stop. Because screw your logic. It seems that I am clearly faster than everyone else when I'm in a straightaway. So I just need to take the... So it implies that the reason why I'm having little success here is because I am not taking the turns very well. So I'm going to start focusing a little bit more on that. Alright, let's see here. Use the bike's turning capabilities to my advantage. Oh, shut up. I'll kill you. And then you actually kill them, and then you go to jail, and it becomes a very different game. It becomes Grand Theft Auto, and the 2nd chapter of ChoroQ starts with you breaking out of jail, and no, 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 absolutely not, no. We're not going through this again. You should be ashamed. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Anya did really well. in that match. I don't know how she did it. And I'm still in first, so whatever. Anya ain't got nothing on me. Except Sova's team is now in first in the team, so I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. Although I don't think it actually matters. Every single one of these has been an on-road course so far. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain. Good old American medium. Let's talk more about, like, the position of America. No, we won't talk more about that. Although that does remind me of something I was thinking about a long time ago. I was playing Sid Meier's Civilization 5, which I've streamed before if you didn't know. We still need to go back and finish our game in that. We probably just won't at this point. We'll probably just start something else. But, because, like, it's been too long. I don't even remember who I was playing as. But anyways, one time I was thinking about that game, I was thinking about how, in the game, like, other countries have, like, cultural influence over you, and you also influence them back, depending on, like, how many great works of art you have, and, like, what monuments you had built. And that would make you get tourism. In the DLC, at least. I don't think that was in the original vanilla package. And it made me think, like, okay, so in real life, what countries have, like, the greatest cultural influence over the United States? Because, you know, I can't really attest to any other country. I know that the US has had probably a significant amount of influence on most other cultures, given that, I don't know, I'm just always surprised to hear, like, that people in, like, Mexico and Africa and other countries know about, like, Mariah Carey and stuff like that. I was just shaking my leg again, sorry if that was loud. But, but I think that as far as other countries that have influence in the US, I think the two biggest ones are Britain and Japan. And maybe that's just my personal experience, because, well, I'm playing a Japanese game right now, and Sony and Nintendo are both Japanese companies, and they control most of, like, the gaming market. And most people have been, like, very heavily influenced by Nintendo. And then there's also anime and manga, which has a very devoted fan base. Like, I don't know of any other country that isn't English speaking that has as big of a cultural influence as far as television and media as Japan does. Like, but not between, like, anime series like One Piece and Death Note and Inuyasha and stuff like that. And oh yeah, also Sega is Japanese. Although, ironically, Sega is probably more popular in America than it is in Japan. But then there's also Studio Ghibli in the films department. It's just, yeah, I just feel like Japan's definitely, like, the only one which I think has more influence on, you know, American culture is Britain. And they have the advantage of being an English-speaking country, but, I mean, think about, especially in music, like, think about all the bands that Americans listen to that are from Britain. Like, I mean, the Beatles is the biggest one, but there's also, like, one of my favorite bands is Genesis. They're British. I'm pretty sure there's plenty more. I want to say that Led Zeppelin is from Britain, but I could be wrong about that. And like, as far as more modern acts, Adele's from Britain, and I think that Mumford and Sons are too. So yeah. And also, like, there's this considerable amount of television which makes its way over here. Like, most people in America know who Gordon Ramsay is. My mom's actually been watching a ton of, like, British mysteries on Netflix recently for some reason. I mean, there's not anything wrong with that, it's just an interesting choice. Who knows? So yeah, that's kind of my answer. What two countries do you think have the most influence on the U.S.? Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Because we want to hear from you. It's a conversation. And I don't get any comments. I just get one that's like, hey, XEspmasterX, I married Barrett in real life. Okay. I've never gotten a comment like that before, although I do think I don't want to embarrass this one fan, but it was years ago, so I think I'm safe doing this. I'm pretty sure I once got a comment saying that, like, someone who watched my videos, like, way back in the day, like in, like, 8th grade, like, secretly had a crush on Barrett, and that it manifested itself as, like, a, pretending to hate him, sort of like Helga from Hey Arnold. So I found that very interesting. Like, I know that we all get attached to our favorite fictional characters. And they could have a huge, especially people who are, you know, not as socially adept, like, such as myself. Okay, Old Street beat me in that race. Is that gonna... Okay. Sylvass is still kind of kicking us around. Luluza, what are you doing, man? I'm still in first place personally, so I'm not too worried. Oh boy. Oh, okay, it's the medium course, so it shouldn't be too bad. But let me just prepare myself. This is our first off-road race of the cup. Of the cup? Of the pre. Whatever, what's the difference? Alright, let's see here. This shouldn't be as bad as the long course, but I'm still gonna be on my guard. Also, this bike looks even more ridiculous now that it has humongous tires. Yeah, and whenever I was in Seaside Paradise Large, or Long, earlier, I said something like, I kept on going back and forth on whether or not I had been to the level before, and I'm pretty sure I was thinking of, in part 46 or something, I did race on the medium course, and it has a lot in common with the long course. So I think I was thinking of that. Alright, come on. Let's not get passed by every single person in the level. Let's not get shot by the UFO. That's not really a UFO. I don't know what that is. I don't know what those are either. Alright, we can do this. If I survive the long course, I can survive this. But I do think it's probably pretty important that I get first in this, given how I've got second in 2 others. And, I mean, if it's the first person is not Ulstri or Anya, I should be fine. Although, it might mean that Renovka team doesn't win, which they might not win anyway. So, I'm just gonna try and do my best, always do my best, and all that stuff. That was an interesting turn of events. Like, get on my way. No, no. I don't need your yellow brigade. Oh gosh. We both... that's what happens when you assume that the AI knows what it's doing. Hey, Laluza, how you doing? Driving me crazy. Same, man. Yeah, that's right. Just keep crashing into the walls. It'll do you so much good in the end. So yeah, I never really finished this thought, so Hot Wheels Velocity X bonus content, I'm putting it on hold until I am able to do something, and to do that thing, it'll first require me getting a job, which I still haven't done, and getting money. So until then, I'm just, I'll announce, whenever I'm making, like, preparations to start that again, I'll announce it either in one of my videos or somewhere else. So, I mean, it's not like anyone pays attention to what I say, but yeah. Because I know that people did actually want to see that, or else I might just can it. But I know I've gotten comments saying like, hey, I really want you to do adventure mode on very hard, like you sort of teased doing. So, yeah, I'm not going to cancel that. I don't have any way of doing that right now. But, so, I have made a decision though that I'm going to start, I'm going to up my number of Let's Plays happening at once to 3. Although, with it being 3, technically, there's a chance that I might not be uploading all of them every week, but I'll be uploading all of them on most weeks. At least. I'll at least upload like update like 2 of them a week consistently, as I have been. And so I'm going to be starting a project soon, which is something which I've already talked about doing. In fact, it might be out by the time this video is out. But just in case it's not, I won't spoil it. I've already started doing recording for it, so it's something which I thought I was going to have to wait a long time to do, but I ended up finding like a much easier way to do the same thing. So I'm excited for that. Speaking of which, I wonder if I should... Okay, no, I'll think about that later. That's private. Well, I might have one more idea up my sleeve for how to do Hot Wheels, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So if you see that series coming out soon, then you'll learn that what I just said about it being on hold was actually crap. But otherwise, just consider it on hold. And then one day it might randomly drop without any announcement. Oh gosh. Courtney, get me my gun. I feel like I say that a lot, and I've never explained what that's from, but I don't think I will. Alright, it's anyone's race at this point. We're only in lap 3. Driving me crazy! Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Immediately gets... I like how whenever you go over that cliff, you immediately, like, get thrown against the ground. Or the water, whatever. It's like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I didn't consent to this. Alright, so there's the first 2 up there. This gives me faith. But not as much faith as Quiche, I'm sure. I wonder if we'll be seeing all these other racers in the final Grand Prix. That would be an interesting, like, finale. Or if it'll just be like 10 completely different people who are all jerks. I mean, all these guys are kind of jerks anyway, so... Alright, don't get hit by the... whatever that is. Don't get eaten by the... whatever those are. Alright, I think I'm gaining a little bit of ground on them, so let's, we got this. What the heck? That was unusual. No, no, no. Every time, man. Camera. Alright, I see you guys. You're not gonna get away from this unscathed. Come on, it's my race to lose. I can do this. I spent this much time trying to win all the Grand Prix. I'm not gonna quit now. Even though I really don't have to do this. Alright, come on. Final lap. Eye of the tiger. Who's the cat? I'm the cat. Who's the cat? I'm the cat. Gosh, I haven't seen Madagascar in so long. I wonder if it'll be as good as I remember, or if it'll be like Kangaroo Jack and will not be as good as I remember. I think we still have the DVD for it somewhere. Also, I'm pretty sure this song plays in the final chorus of any Grand Prix, but not the rest of it. So, it's like the music from Gadget Racers. You know that song. Alright, here we go. I finally caught up with second place. We can do this. Just don't mess up this turn for once in my life. Come on. We can do this. Alright, here we go. Second. First was in sight. I bet you anything it's Ulstry. I bet anything. I will not bet anything. I won't bet my PS2 because I need that to record this. Gosh, no, no. Come on. Come on. Last burst of speed. No. I made second. Oh, I barely passed Ulstry. Oh gosh. I didn't feel like restarting it because I think I'm still gonna win because Anya was in third and was further away from me from Ulstry. So if I had to beat one of them, I would have picked Ulstry. So I think I'm fine, but I don't know if the team won. That's my main concern. Gosh. Okay, so I won. Cool. Oh, it was a three-way tie. Almost. We just barely got nudged out. And once again, I don't know if that matters. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, but I don't know if it matters if the team wins or if it's just me. I mean, I got first or second in all of those, so that wasn't my fault.